Raise your hand if you've ever played a team sport. Now, another show of hands if, like me, you're on teams at work. Great, so we have some pros here tonight. And you might be sitting there thinking, what's this guy going to tell us, a room full of pros, about teams? Well, he's got some balls. And actually, you're right. I got a bunch of balls in the back of my car in a bucket, along with some mitts and some bats, a couple of orange cones. It's how I roll as a Little League coach, where for the past 7 seasons, 13 teams, 300 games, and 3,000 hours on the field, I came to realize there's a lot of great stuff happening on the field that can benefit all kinds of teams. So I want to pitch 6 things to you tonight. The first pitch is find your focus. How do you take 9 individuals who have different interests, different skills, different jobs, and have them come together to form a single focused mindset? Well, if you're dealing with kids, and you're dealing with something that's abstract, and you're dealing with something that's invisible, you start by making it a thing. So at your kickoff meeting, have the team describe and define what focus is. Have them talk about all the distractions that are going to happen to keep that from happening. And then work together to form a plan. What are you going to do together to keep this sort of hive mind awareness happening throughout the season? It's not going to be easy. It's going to take some effort. So get there early. Stay late. Do it faster. Do reps at home. It's 100% up to you. This next pitch is for any kinesthetic learners in the house. Any kinesthetic learners in the house? Learn by doing. This is Russell Wilson. He's doing about 5 things right in this single photograph. So you break the game down into small little elements, and then you do reps on those elements. Then you're able to combine those back together to form game simulations. If you drop the ball, it's okay. Baseball is a game of failure. You fail 65% of the time as a batter, and you're in the Hall of Fame. Mistakes are going to happen, but how you recover from them, how you learn from them, how you clean your mind for the next play, totally up to you. These last 3 pitches form the elm tree of mastery. I need to give a shout out to the Positive Coaching Alliance for that one. Also, those of you in Startupville, these might sound familiar with hustling, rapid prototyping, and failing fast. In any case, by making these habits sort of second nature, the team begins to develop mastery or control. And seeing any team go into mastery and then into empowerment and authority and accountability, that is a wonderful transition, a wonderful transformation to witness. The next pitch, are there any data geeks in the house? Data geeks? This one's for you. The magic ratio is 5-to-1. This is developed by John Gottman up at the UW. It is the relationship of positive to negative comments that are the hallmark of strong relationships that will survive challenges and tests. For you managers out there, this feedback is specific, it's 1-to-1 or 1-to-many as we see here. It's near real time, and it's behavioral based. And it's not, oh, we're the Pacific Northwest, everybody gets a trophy for showing up. Kids see through that in a second. By contrast, teams that do not have a negative ratio, their anxiety goes up, their performance goes down, they're liable to give up quicker. 70% of kids quit team sports by the ages of 13. So this magic ratio is not a myth or an opinion. Phil Jackson used it with Michael Jordan, and this guy, Robley Corsi, used it with a bunch of kids from Linwood, Washington, that he took to the World Series 2 years ago, Little League World Series. And I met him last spring coming off his whirlwind season, where they did not win the championship game. But he was a big fan of this next pitch. Winning is one measure of a team, but there are other measures that don't show up on a scoreboard. Things like how your team learns to trust each other, how to overcome fears, how to make the most of mistakes, how to focus through all those distractions, how to face big challenges, how to pick each other up, how to play with respect. Those are really important life lessons that transcend a game or a season or a project or a job. So I want to close with a question for you. What will be the measure of your next team? Thank you.
job.